Hello and welcome to our channel, Tech Expert Tutorials. In today's video, you will learn how to extract text or data from web pages using the BeautifulSoup and Requests Python packages. Web scraping is useful for extracting information from web pages. Some example uses would be research, journalism, machine learning, and data analysis. After watching this video, you'll be able to get started with this useful technology. This includes reading in a web page, finding common tags in the content, and building a dictionary from those tags after some filtering. So please stick around. This data could be historical data from financial sites, either to summarize or to use for building a model to make predictions, or maybe player statistics data from a sports website to predict how a player will perform in your fantasy league this week. The BeautifulSoup package allows you to pull data in from any web page in just a few lines of code. There are a few more advanced alternative packages, Scrapy, which is more powerful but with a higher learning curve, and Selenium, which is slower but more flexible and includes more programming languages other than Python. Here is a web page with financial information. We could extract out the information in this table or from the historical data tab and save it for some analysis later. This is the web page we will be using in our demo. It contains several famous quotes for inspiration. We will be extracting these quotes along with some metadata and saving this to a file. Before we start, we will need to install a few Python packages. We will use Conda for this. If you are not familiar with Conda, see our video on installing and using Conda for more details on how to get started. These are the Conda commands to set up a Python environment. First, you create the Python environment using Conda create, then you activate that environment, and this is the Conda command to install the required packages. We'll open a terminal window to run these commands. Then we'll run these commands one at a time. We'll start with the Conda create, then we need to activate the environment we just created. Finally, we install the other packages we need, using Conda Forge as the source. Once this is finished, we can verify the packages were installed using the Conda list command. As you can see, there are several packages that were installed, including the BeautifulSoup package. After we run the Conda commands, we need to import these packages into our script. We will use the request package to get the source code from this URL. We check the status to make sure this was successful. 200 means we were successful. You can find the meaning of this code along with others at either of these links. So now we look at the headers on the page. This is what a typical HTML header looks like. To see a list of possible headers, you can visit either of these pages. This is the HTML text that was returned. We saved this output in the page.html file to use later. Here, we load the content into the BeautifulSoup parser, along with selecting our parser library. HTML5 lib is the most modern HTML parser at the time of this video. If your data is in XML format, you would select LXML here. The variable soup contains the document as a nested data structure. To view the output of this parser, we use the prettify method. This makes the output easier to read. Okay, now we are ready to find something in this HTML source code. For example, we can find the title, head, and contents as shown here. Next, we are going to find and extract some specific information out of the soup variable. Let's say we want to see a list of quotes that are on this page. So we will create a table by looking for the div tag with the value of all quotes. This is the source code that I copied from the URL. You can see the class equals div and ID equals all queries that we are searching for in our code. Anything inside of this will be extracted. Now we run this command and print the extracted or parsed HTML text. After running, this is the raw table we just created. So now we can look for any quotes in this content using the table.findAll function. We do this by parsing out these div tags with the listed value from each row and save this into a dictionary named quote. This is what we will be looking for in our code. The quote dictionary has 5 keys. Lines will contain the actual quote. Each of these keys is looking for a string in each row. After we run this loop, we print out what we found. Here I am showing the key label theme. Finally, we save these attributes for our dictionary to a CSV file. The file contains a header and the rows of values we found earlier. This could be loaded into a pandas data frame or Excel. Here are some of the quotes we extracted from the web page. After watching this video, hopefully now you'll have the skills to configure and retrieve data from web pages using this package. And remember, there's a whole world of possibilities with the BeautifulSoup package. Stay tuned for more in-depth content on that topic. If this video was helpful, please click the like button. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching our video. See you next time.